Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of That Ain't My Daddy. I am LJ Young, your host for this morning. For those of you that do not know me, my name is LJ Young, and I'm a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. The debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and debt and refuses to see how simple it is. Not refuse, I'm gonna say can't see. Let me not use the wrong word. Cannot see that it's only grade school math that'll help you be free. It'll help you finance. Just apply what we all learned in grade school. Remember the math and money games in grade school? Apply what we learned there to your personal finances, and you'll be free for the rest of your life. You'll never even you can accidentally get in debt, but you can't accidentally get out of debt. That's a purpose-driven drive. All right. Let me share something with you today before I get into the title of this video. Yesterday I was kind of down again. All right. And when I say down, I'm just down. The only thing that gets me down is that I just want to help more and more people. It's the weirdest thing, okay? Other than that, I'm never really down because I don't have any debt. And the best way I can explain this to you, when I was in debt, I was stuck in what's called survival mode. Always thinking about where the next dollar is coming from. Always thinking about my next paycheck. Always thinking about paying bills. How am I going to pay this bill, that bill, whatever, right? Once I become financially free, I don't think about that stuff. I don't even think about money. Now, before, if I would have heard somebody tell me that when I was stuck in the debt matrix, I would have thought that person doesn't think about money because they're rich. That's not true. I don't think about money because I'm financially free. That means my finances are above zero, in the black. Nothing is below zero. My finances are not in the red. If you want to get to $1 million, you must get to zero first before you can get to $1 million. You can't get to $1 million starting at $400,000 in the hole. That's just simple grade school math. But anyway, let's get to why I was down. I kid you not. I kid you not. Whenever I'm down, I always get an email out the blue from somebody that follows me, that I'm changing their lives without me even knowing it, right? When I starting this, if you get wrapped up in the social media world, I started to believe that views and subscribers now this is my definition of it, would define how many people I'm reaching, right? That's not true. And all I had to do was just look at myself. I follow a lot of people. I don't necessarily comment. I might not necessarily even subscribe to them, but I still follow them, right? All I had to do was think about myself, and they've helped me. Dave Ramsey's one of them. I don't necessarily go on his website and follow him and talk to him every single time. I just know his system works, right? It helped me. And then that's what helped me branch off my own system. But anyway, yesterday I was down. This person doesn't know I was down, but I was down. And he emails me out the way from Canada. All right? From Canada. Lets me know that he's 100% debt free. And I helped him do it. Told me how he listened to my videos when he's at work, put his headphones in, and just listen to me speak. The same thing I was doing with Dave Ramsey. Same thing. And that made my day. I was like, man, wow. Now, to my knowledge, that's the third person that has completely followed the words I've spoken and become 100% debt free, right? Now imagine how many other people that have become debt free that I don't know about that I've helped become debt free. That's what I thought to myself. So this video is for those of you that follow me, that have become debt free, that are close to becoming debt free. I'm only talking to you because you are the only people that will understand what I'm about to tell you. Okay. You will understand. The reason why you understand what I'm about to tell you is because you're 100% debt free and your finances are in the black. This is something, what I'm about to tell you is something that people in debt have no idea even exists. It's called phantom income. Okay. These are things on top of the money you earn. This is other money you earn that you can't physically touch or see, but it exists. And the reason why this exists because let me see how I'm gonna say it. Now that you're out of debt, no longer, this is for you guys that are debt free or almost there. Now that you're debt free, stop thinking about money individually. You start thinking about money collectively. Now, these are things that I do every day now that I really don't talk about because the majority of the population are in debt. 85% of the population of US are in debt. So they can never see this or hear this because it's mathematically impossible for them to even do it, what I'm about to tell you, okay? Again, stop thinking about money individually and think about money collectively, all right? Now, when you're in debt, or even now, when you hear people at your job, we're gonna get on the 401k. When you hear people at your job, they always, when it comes to retirement, they talk about 401k match. You've probably heard this a million times. Hey, I'm investing here. My job matches this percentage rate and this and that. I'm going to tell you something. That means absolutely nothing when you're in debt. They talk about match because that's what everybody in the collective, the 85% of people in debt, always talk about the match. I want you to listen closely. They 6%, 5%, this percent, it doesn't matter to people in debt. And I'll tell you why. I'm only talking to the people that are debt free. Listen closely. And remember when you were in debt, okay? Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. This is the people in debt. If you were still in debt, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you would be contributing to retirement if you were still in debt. That number is going to be in the negative. Now you take that negative number. This negative number shows how much they're actually contributing to retirement. This negative number actually represents how much they're matching. They're not matching or contributing anything. They just believe they are contributing. They just believe they are matching. They're not matching anything, but they don't know that. Why? Because it's mathematically impossible for them to even see this or know this. Okay? Now, they believe they believe they're matching and their money is growing, not realizing they're matching and growing nothing. They're not earning anything. Only the business is. The business is making money from them because they don't know. Now that you're debt free, here, listen closely. Here is where the real money, because, damn, I'm jumping around. Here's where the real money is made. That money that they're putting in retirement and interest, they're just crossing their fingers that it's going to grow and none of it's guaranteed, okay? None of it's guaranteed, especially when they don't know they have money. Now, here's where the real money is, okay? Now that you're 100% debt free, you can contribute because you have money. Once you're debt free, you have money. You can max out your 401k, okay? Right now, this year of this video, $19,000 can be contributed to your retirement. People in debt, they can't contribute that much money, okay? They cannot afford to contribute $19,000, but you can. You take $19,000, contribute to your 401k. Yeah, it matched, whatever. That's not really a concern. I'm gonna tell you the guaranteed money, okay, that they don't know. Take $19,000, that goes into your retirement, all right? It's earning interest or whatever it's doing, right? Here's where the real money is. Here's where the phantom income is. That same $19,000 you can take off your annual income that will drop you in your tax bracket. Lowering yourself in the tax bracket saves you money. Now, if the majority of people are in debt, they can't afford to put $19,000 in their retirement. They also can't. That means they can't afford to drop themselves in the tax bracket. So they stay high in the tax bracket. You get it? So imagine, say like everybody at work made the exact same amount, but you're the only one that's not in debt, right? They can't afford to put $19,000 in their retirement, so they stay high, okay, in their tax bracket. You can put $19,000, lower yourselves in the tax bracket. So that means when it's time to file taxes, guess what? You get X amount of money back from when filing that they cannot. So at the end, say like it was a savings of, I'm gonna just throw out a number. Say like it was a savings of $2,000, okay, from taxes. That's $2,000 in your bank account that 85% of people that are in debt cannot do. So at the end of the year, you're going to have $2,000, not only have $2,000 in your bank account, you will also have $19,000 in your retirement every single year, and that's guaranteed. Do you understand? People in debt cannot see this. And they cannot do this because it's mathematically impossible for them. So let them keep talking about the match and what they're matching and how much how much they believe they have in retirement. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is for you. This is for the people that watch me, and you're there, and you're free. They don't know you're free. You can even tell them how you do it. You can even tell them how you did it. They still won't understand. Hey, how come you're so happy? How come you got this, it's different because you don't really need to show them that you have money. They will see it in your demeanor, how happy you are, how carefree you are. They will see that you don't care about asking for asking for overtime all the time. You won't be needing none of that. Hey, no, give that to whoever needs it. They'll be wondering why you don't need it. They will assume you don't need it because you're rich, not because you're financially free. Do you understand? Get the guarantee. So let's put it this way. When you first become financially free, the first year is going to be rough because you're going to be confused because your money is going to stack in your bank account so fast you're going to think you're forgetting to pay bills, okay? Because you're so used to getting your check and the money going out just as fast. It's probably already gone. If you owe people, think about it. If you already owe this money to whatever you're financing, you're just the middleman. It just goes like this. You're just the middle person. And deposit in your bank account out to the others. See what I'm saying? That no longer exists. Your money is going to stack so fast, but you're still going to be emotionally attached to all the years you've been working and working like in the hamster wheel. They say this all the time in the debt matrix. Oh, I feel like I'm running in a hamster wheel because they are. That's why they're saying it. That's why you said it. That's why I said it. Once you're financially free, you're off the hamster wheel. Now that money is going to stack so fast. You're still going to be nervous, but guess what's going to start to happen? The first step, you're going to be like, oh man, I don't want to work no more overtime. And especially if you don't like your job is going to start to irritate you, but you're still not going to quit because you're going to be nervous, because you've been working all your life. Then you're going to start seeing things like how your job, because your time is going to become the most important thing in your life now, the time in your life. You're going to realize something in your life that you can never get more of is going to become the utmost important thing in your life. Hey, good morning, Il Willis. Good morning. Good morning, sir. It's very well. I hope rewind this video. This is a very important one, okay? It's going to become the most important thing in your life, and you're not going to let anybody waste it, right? So you're going to notice the little things that maybe your manager or boss has been making you do off the clock. It's going to like work through lunch, emails. I always say this, but I never really specified it. Only people that are debt free can see this or hear this, what I'm saying. One second. But once you do this, you'll realize how much of, like when you work for free, that you're giving away that time in your life. You're giving it away. That's something that's so precious. When you get out of the debt matrix, you won't let anybody waste it. Anybody. I don't care who it is. You will stop letting, because if you let people do it, boss, friends, anybody, you teach people how to treat your time. If you allow that, they're going to keep doing it. They do this unconsciously because they just do it. It's sitting in your cell today. I'm in cubicle. Statement of works, huh? Hey, you know what? Ill Willis, keep saying that to yourself, okay? Because there's a reason why you're saying that, okay? I want you to recognize that you're saying that to yourself. You know, it's like, I remember saying, and I'll get back on the main subject. I remember saying these things to myself, right? Oh man, because let me tell you something, Willis. Multitasking is BS. That's not true. Multitasking, society will make you believe that multitasking is a good thing. That's not true. Have you ever said this to yourself, Bill Willis? Oh man, I'm doing a bunch of things and getting nothing done because multitasking is impossible. Now, when I decide to do something, I concentrate on doing something. I do that one thing to the best of my ability until it's finished or up to the process that it can be completed. And then I move on to the next thing. That way, everything I do is complete when I leave it, right? But if you keep dividing yourself like that, you're going to drive yourself crazy, doing a whole bunch of things and getting nothing done. That's the definition almost of insanity. And then the only person that looks bad is you. So when you're at work, right, say like you start something at work, and I don't know if this happens to you, you're doing something, somebody walks up to your cubicle or somebody emails you, and they expect you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing. I don't care if it's even your boss. I don't care who it is. It say like this, say like you were doing something and your boss emails you and told you to do something. I would email my boss back and I say, hey, I was doing XYZ that you told me to do. Do you want me to stop right now and come back to that next day and do what you want me to do now? I would make it specific and make that boss answer me in an email, not just words, email. This is business. Don't do that word of mouth thing at work. Don't do that, because if it comes down to it, let me tell you something. Your boss is going to cover their butt first before they cover you. So when you do that, email them. And if something goes wrong, something turns sideways, you'll say, hey, my boss told me to stop doing this. And here's the confirmation, period. Don't mess around. Take a while for me to hit picking up exactly. Don't do that. Because multitasking is bull crap. It's BS. It's not real. That's not real. That's been taught to us since grade school. That's wrong. Don't do that. Anyway, let me get back on task here. For those of you that are debt free, this is for you. When you first step out of the debt matrix, okay? When you get out of the debt matrix, I'm showing you a way that's guaranteed money that those people that are in debt cannot see. If you're debt free today, and this is what I realized when I first became debt free. When I got out of debt matrix and realized that if I maxed out my 401k of $19,000, I get $19,000 in my retirement, and I get to take $19,000 off my taxable income of the year, my annual tax. That's guaranteed tax savings. That's guaranteed money in my account. I realized that my whole life, that 401k has been offered. I've never once maxed out my 401k. Never once. Never once. That should have been a warning sign to me to say, hey, Linnell, because I couldn't see it. I was like 19,000. I remember seeing the maximum, first reading about the maximum. I was like, man, you got to be rich. That's exactly what I said to myself. You got to be rich to max out your 401k. No, you don't. You just got to be financially free. That's it. I was missing out on so much money over the years. That's why they don't let you go back. That's why they don't let you go back. Because if they let, if you're asking that question to the IRS, hey, can I go back to max out the 401ks I missed? They know that you woke up. They will know that you saw. They'll be like, You won't be if they allowed you to do that, you won't be paying taxes for years legally, because you could mathematically go back, because every year is calculated how much money you made, and if you could go back and contribute that amount every year, and then they would have to recalculate all your taxes, you wouldn't be paying taxes for the next 3, 4, 5 years legally. But they'll never do that. No. From this point on, this is one of the ways you can build wealth. With taxes can help you build wealth. If you're not, what I said in the beginning, you got to think about money collectively instead of individually. If you do everything with money opposite of the majority, you will become rich. You will become wealthy. You will become financially free. But you must become financially free before you can even do or hear what I'm talking about. It's mathematically impossible for anybody to even do or see what I just said. That's just one. That's the only one I'm sharing with you guys today. I'm only sharing this, and this is going to be, Life After Debt is going to be a multi-series. I'm only talking to people that are close to becoming debt-free or debt-free now that I just don't know you are, okay? Because it's nervy. You're going to step into a whole new world. You're going to step into the world I live. But mind you, I'm 4 or 5 years in right now, so I can help you. I can help you get over these monetary steps and emotional steps, because you're going to go through an emotional process, okay? You're not going to understand what to do or what to see, because the majority of people are in debt. So you can't really ask. You can't ask nobody in debt. The things I'm telling you, people in debt don't even know exist. So you can't ask them anything. They're still talking about car payments. They're still comparing. Have you ever been in a group of people? They're comparing whose cable bill's higher, whose phone bill is higher. Oh man, my cable bill was $130, and then somebody else will chime in and say, "Oh man, that ain't nothing. Mine was $200." They're comparing bills that they don't even have to have. They do this out loud. That's going to drive you nuts. You got to step away from those kind of people, because they don't know what they're saying. You understand? Hey, Willis, I'm telling you, this is how it is when you get out of debt. I'm sharing with you guys some of the things that you will hear and see in the financially free world. That's why. Hey, what's up, Ulysses? Hello. That's why I'm telling you this, because when you step on this side, you're gonna feel. Because it's, hey, and you know, so crazy. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's true. It's gonna drive you crazy. This is why it terrifies me to go back into the regular working world. This is why it terrifies me, because I'll be stuck hearing stuff that's preventable. Like, here's another one, okay? This is only for the people that understand what I'm saying. People in the debt matrix don't know what they're saying. Somebody will get a brand new car. Everybody on Facebook and Instagram, because they love to share the stories, everybody will congratulate them on their brand new car. Oh, you deserve it. You got, and they're financing it, and everybody's congratulating them like they bought it with cash. When you outside the debt matrix, they just congratulating them on what? On their brand new shiny depreciating object with interest? If I was a boss at their job, I know I have that person on lock for the next 72 months. I own them. I'd be walking out to the car. Hey man, this is nice. Wow. Okay, now get your butt back to work. In my brain, I'd be like that. Now get back to work, because you got to pay for this new thing that you deserve. You just locked yourself in to the bank, the job, and that depreciating object, that shiny new thing that you probably won't even, the new car smell is going to be gone within a couple of years, and you're still going to be paying on it. They don't know that. They just, because you'll see somebody get on social media and say they just got a raise or just got a new promotion or just got a new job, right? And they got a raise in pay. They just threw it away plus more, because this is what they don't see. This is only people that are debt free can understand what I'm about to tell you right now. When they got a raise, they went higher up in the tax bracket. You can ask that same person, hey, do you know what your tax bracket is? They're going to tell you no. They just raised themselves in the higher tax bracket, means they're paying more in taxes. Not only what they did, they took that raise and financed a new car. Now they have an additional debt and they're paying interest on it with higher insurance. They took that raise and doubled down. But in their brains, they think that they can afford that, not realizing they were in debt before they even got that car. They were already in the negative. So when they financed that car, they put themselves deeper in the negative with interest and depreciation and higher insurance. Do you understand? This is what it's like to live in this world. So when you hear a person and a friend talking about they got a new car because they got a raise, you better be quiet. You better not say a word. You better act like all the other people in the debt matrix. If you see them physically, you say, oh man, that's a nice car. And just think like this to yourself. Is it a nice car? Yeah, it's a nice car. Is it worth being a slave to it? Mm-mm. I don't care what it is. Mercedes, Bentley, the brand new Lamborghini doors. I don't care what it is. If they pull out the title to it, hey man, great. But if they're financing, that thing means nothing to me. But you can't say that. You better be quiet. If you want to keep your friends, if you don't want your coworkers to dislike you, you better be quiet. Shh. This is what it's like to live here. If you are here, you keep earning money. You keep maxing out your 401k. Because I remember when I first maxed out my 401k for the first time in my whole freaking life, maxed out my 401k, and I could do it electronically, right? I can go into online and say, and you move a bar and say this much in the 401k, max it out. HR called me. They said, hey, Mr. Young, did you mean to do that? I say, yeah. Do you know how much money is going to come out of your check, Mr. Young? I said, sure do. Obviously, you don't know why I'm doing it. They said, okay, sir, we just was double checking because nobody does that. You know what I wanted to say on the phone? I know that. You don't know that. That's why you're calling me, because you don't know that. Even the HR people don't know that. If I was working in HR and saw somebody do that, I would know exactly why they're doing that. That's not a mistake. But the people in the debt matrix, that's a mistake. Don't believe me? Hey, people in the debt matrix, this one's for you. Have you ever maxed out your 401k? Why not? You can't afford to do it, right? You know why? Because you're in debt. Ask 10 of your friends, have they ever maxed out their 401k? Hell, ask 20 of your friends. I guarantee you none of them say yes. None of them. And by hearing me say that, you probably think I'm bragging or I'm talking crap or whatever. I'm just talking math. Everything outside of math are feelings. Math and money are one. The only thing that can separate math and money are feelings. You know what that sounds like when if you're the person getting mad at what I'm saying? Think about it this way. How do you feel about 5 + 5 = 10? Does that make you angry? Does it make you happy, sad, jump for joy? No, it's just 10. That's how it is in the financial world. Once you step outside the debt matrix, you'll clearly see that. Yeah, will be called a hater giving. You will be. That's why you only can talk to people like me, Ulysses. When you save some, like, for example, here's another guy. Okay, let me give you another example. I have a guy that's debt free, a friend of mine, ex-coworker. He followed my advice. He's debt free. He called me the other day. He was so happy that he saved some money. There's different ways. When you come on this side, there's a whole different level, okay? This is only for people that are almost debt free, that are debt free. Did you know paying for your cell phone bill, if you're paying over $50 a month, plus all them stupid taxes that come on a cell phone bill, what if I told you those days been over for like 5 years? I pay $20 a month for my cell phone service. That's it, period. I pay it by the year too. I pay it by the year. And that's including taxes. Okay. $20 a month for the exact same service that the majority of the people have. Exact same service. AT&T, exact same service. But when you're in debt, you can't see that. You know why? Because in order to get this service, you must own your own phone. So people leasing their phones cannot do this. And people that lease phones are in debt, because if you thought a car goes down in value, can you imagine a cell phone? But that's not the point. He called me and said he transferred all this service. He has a family of 4. Transferred his service, added up how much he's going to be saving a year. He's going to be saving $1,500 a year. He was so happy. Oh my God, man, I'm saving $1,500. I am the only person he can tell that to, that will understand why is he so happy. You understand? I'm the only person he can tell, hey man, I'm saving $1,500. You try to tell that to a person in debt, they won't even understand why you're saying it, why you're doing it. They'll be like, what you do? Oh man, that service must be crap if it's that. This is how the people in Debt Matrix talk. Oh man, if it's that cheap, it must not be. This is exactly what they say. Welcome out of the Debt Matrix. Oh man, the service must not be that good. You only can get certain type of phones. You must use a flip phone. Ha 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 ha. And then you just got to be quiet. You can't say anything. You could bring any phone that you want over there. Any phone you could afford to buy and say, hey, I want to use this phone in this service, period. $20 a month I pay. Now he pays for a family of 4. He pays under $100, just under $100, period, every month. That's what it is. And within the family, 100 gigs between the 4 phones, 100 gigs of data. Think I'm joking? That's been like that for years, baby. That's including taxes, $100 including taxes, but you must own your phone. I told several people that in the Debt Matrix. I say, hey, yeah, you can get this service. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, but you got to own your phone. Oh, man, I don't own my phone. And people in the Debt Matrix, they're like, oh, no, I'm going to stay on the plan I've got. I get it. I'm on that forever upgrade phone plan, forever wrapped in that continuous loop of making payments on a cell phone. Did you hear what I said? On a cell phone. That's not even worth the price before they even take it out of the box. But they don't know that. Now, the average, you ever hear, like they say, the average phone bill is $100 a month. The average phone bill is $120 a month, right? The average is made up of millions upon people outside the Debt Matrix. Listen to what I'm saying. This is where phantom income comes in again. Okay, listen closely. The average is made up of millions upon millions upon millions of people doing the same financial moves over and over again. Okay. So if the average phone bill, let's say like this, the average phone bill is $100 a month, just to make nice round numbers. The average person is paying $1,200 a year. Okay. $1,200 a year. I'm paying 20. That's $240 a year. 1,200 minus 240, whatever that is, do the math. 1,200 minus 240. The difference is that's money in my pocket. That's money that I'm saving every single year that the millions upon millions of people are paying. That money is real. It's only phantom. This is the reason why it's called phantom income. It's only phantom to those who are in debt. They have no idea this money exists. They have no idea why I have whatever that difference is between the two. That's money in my savings account. That's money in my bank account that they have no idea. They probably think, oh, it's because the money he make. I could have a $30,000 a year job. It doesn't matter. When you're debt free, life is not even that expensive. It's not. It's not that expensive. It's not. It's not. Young less than 25 don't know. It says, brother, straight talk 45 plan convinced him to get a version of the plan. Now he pays $200 a month for his $200 a month with his girlfriend. He less than 25 don't. Those days, Ulysses. This is what I'm learning right now, okay? And this is what I'm changing in my life. People have to be ready, just like you, Ulysses, just like Ill Willis. People have to be ready to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. They have to be ready. So you can't, if you, that kind of stuff used to frustrate me because I just want to help those guys, help people like that do things like that obviously can change, but they're not ready. They're stuck in the debt matrix. You can only talk to the people that come to you. And this is how they're going to come to you. I promise you. You see the energy I give? It's obvious that, one second. It's obvious that I'm different than the most. Look at the energy. Look at I'm always happy. Always happy. The only thing that frustrated me lately, I had to focus in on this. Trying to help people that are not ready to be helped. That's it. Trying to talk to the people that are not ready to hear. It's just frustrating. You got to step aside and realize there are people, if you're talking to some people, there are people listening. They might not tell you. I know there's more success stories that from people that are following my video, but they don't necessarily tell me. They don't necessarily have to tell me, but I know they're there. I know they are. They pop in, they let me know out of the times I need to know. Now I'm just going to stay on this level. I'm not even, you guys are going to see a change in my videos. I'm only talking to the people that are ready to hear it, period. Anybody less than that, hey, this is just math. I'm not dumbing down my words that I use. Like when I use word depreciation, I've had people say, hey man, a lot of people don't even know what depreciation is. You gotta break it down and show what, hey man, if you don't take this is the information age. When you can pull up your phone, Google definition of depreciation, you just look it up and find it out. That's all you got to do. I'm not dumbing down anything anymore. Never. I'm not doing that anymore. I was hurting myself, making myself frustrated, dumbing down stuff. I'm not doing that. If you're ready to hear what I'm saying, great. If you're ready to email me, set up a consultation so we can get you to the next step, great. I already know how to do it. I can guide you to it, bring you to the other side. But if you're not ready, hey, whatever. I've done that with my friends. This is what really frustrated me, right? I have really close friends that I'm trying to tell, hey man, you want to be a millionaire? Yeah, I know the answer. Oh, L, you ain't no millionaire. Then I'm not. And I get their response, but I go, hey man, I can prove it to you. I can show you with math. They ain't even trying to hear it. Refinancing their houses, going on vacation after they refinance their house. They have no idea what they're even doing. If you have to refinance your house with a house that you believe is yours and take a vacation, that means you have no money to go on vacation. What the hell are you going on vacation for? They don't know. That was frustrating me. Now, when I talk to my friends like that, I don't even talk about money. Don't even talk about it. It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. And when I hear them talk about you can hear it in their voice when they're frustrated about some bills or something that they got to pay. I just be completely quiet. Oh, really? In my brain, I can say, hey man, I can get you out of that. You don't even have to. I can teach you. This is what I'm saying in my head. I can teach you in a way where you're not even thinking about money anymore. I don't even think about money. The only time I really think about it is when I have to pay rent, light bill. Everything's electronic for me. I just get online and say, send this there, send that there, send that there. Done. See you next month. Period. I don't think about money because I'm financially free, not because I'm rich. And let me tell you something else. If I go back into the work environment, if I have to, and I have to be forced, believe that. Doesn't that sound funny? In order for me to get a job, I have to be forced to get a job. Because there's nothing like this freedom. Let me tell you something. Nothing like this freedom. I remember, let me tell you guys a story. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a story. I remember one year, I went on vacation to Mexico, right? Now, 2 weeks is the standard. 2 weeks is the standard. But I went to Mexico for 7-8 days, okay? Because I have to take 2 days of my vacation to travel there and to travel back. Is the traveling part of really a vacation? No. So I really don't get 2 weeks. I really don't. I get there. Now, the majority of people that travel are foreigners outside of the US. Europe, people from Europe, stuff like that, right? And I met this German couple on the beach. I was sitting on the beach talking, hey, where you from? This is just the average talk, right? And they call vacation a holiday. We're on holiday, right? They don't call it vacation. And so we were talking about, hey, how long you here? I said, oh, I'm here for 7, 8 days. You should have saw the look they gave me. They were like, what? And the way they were looking at me, I was looking back at them like, what? I said, how long are you here? We're here for 2 months. I said, 2 months? He said, yeah, we get 3 months, 3 months a year. 3 months. Got these gnats. Sorry, you guys. 3 months, right? And I'm like, what? That was foreign. That was weird to me. Damn, that long on vacation? You know, the first thing I thought when he told me that, I thought to myself, you know how much work I would have when I got back from work? Man, my work would be stacked on my desk so high. That is the most programmed, but it was normal to me. Not now, step outside the debt matrix. You have to, as an employee, you have to schedule your vacation months. First of all, you earn your vacation from hours work, right? You have to ask for your dates and see if the dates you want to go on vacation are approved. Ain't that crazy? They can tell you no. Sorry, I know you want to go on vacation, use your vacation days on that day, but you can't. Sorry, we got this, that coming up. The same thing every year, by the way, right? You got to be approved for it. And when you say like you are approved for those dates, the reason why you have to schedule, because the employer has to put a person in your place while you're gone to take up the work that needs to be done while you're gone. So when you're gone on vacation, you're supposed to be vacationing. And then when you come back, you pick up where the person left off when you were gone. So your work should not be stacked up. That's the purpose of scheduling a vacation. If I had to go back to work, I wouldn't tolerate any of that. I would be a foreigner in the workplace right now because I wouldn't tolerate any of that. I wouldn't be going on vacation talking about worrying about my work, checking emails. Then that means I'm not on vacation. If your colleague takes those days and have attention, the company, you will never get the. Hey, you know what? And it's like, yeah, the person that's been there longer get primo days off and stuff like that. If that was the case, this what I would do, Ill Willis. Now, if you know this, right? If you know the person that's friendly with the boss or whatever the reason why this person gets the primo days, I would ask the boss, hey, does this person get the primo days off because of who he is or who she is? If they tell me yes, I would quit that job. I'm not working at no place where there's favoritism. This is business. This has nothing to do with personal. If this person gets primo days off, that means they need to hire another person. They need an extra person. I'm not going to a job and not getting the vacation days I want. I'm not saying every single time, but somewhere this other person's not going to get all the primo vacation days off through the year. That's not happening. No. Especially Willis, especially if you're good at what you do in the computer industry. If you're good at what you do, you're only hurting yourself. And the only reason why you're accepting that, because you're in debt and you don't want to lose your job. I'm not saying you specifically. I'm saying in general. The only reason why people accept things like that is because they're in debt. When you're out of the debt matrix, no, sir. No, sir. That does not happen. You ask direct questions of your manager or your boss. Hey, is this person getting these days because of whatever, XYZ, years of time, whatever? Are they getting it? Yeah, goodbye. Because each time you do that, each year that passes by, you can't get that year back. That time is gone forever. When you're outside the debt matrix, that does not happen. Why? Because you don't allow that. I don't allow any of that. If I go now, this is also what you cannot see when you're outside the debt matrix. Companies are multi-million dollar companies, multi-billion dollar companies. They have got that way. You think they got that way because they have feelings involved? They don't have feelings involved. There's a certain level. There are certain job titles. I promise you this. I promise you this. I don't know yet. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. One day I'll experience it. But there's got to be levels in jobs that they understand the people that know better to involve their feelings into a job. I promise you this. I promise you. Those are the people are in titles or in positions that the regular people in debt will never reach because they have too many feelings involved. When you're in debt, you're desperate. That's easy to spot. That's easy to, let me tell you something. That's easy to spot in an interview when a person is desperate for a job. That's easy to spot because you don't negotiate. It's no different than a house. Say like this. Say like this. This is the perfect example. All right. If you step outside the debt matrix, this is a perfect example for a house. Say like you're looking to buy a house, okay? Now, if you go to try to finance this house, you ain't got no money, and they're asking for the say like the price was $300,000, and you walk in and say, "I'll pay the $300,000." They know you don't know because if you're out of the debt matrix, you're financially free. People that are financially free with cash, with money, don't pay full price for anything. That's a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. 300,000. Okay, I'll pay it. No. No. You say, oh, okay. Well, I got cash. Or maybe you got financing. You can get the top rated conventional mortgage. You already know. Hey, this is what I'm going to pay. No, bye, because it's a thing. People outside the debt matrix understand this. Listen closely. The pricing, the housing market pricing, when you're financially free, no longer matters to us. I don't care, New York, Hawaii, on the beach somewhere. Housing market prices no longer matter. You're probably wondering, how is that? Because as long as there are millions of people that believe they're homeowners while having a mortgage, I can choose to live anywhere I want because all I got to do is wait for economy crash, divorce, kid gets sick, the spouse gets sick, whatever. It's nothing personal. Then they got to release it because millions of people tie all the stuff. Imagine a tree with a bunch of branches, mortgage, insurance, car notes, credit cards, blah, 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 you name it, right? All tied to one job, which is the trunk. Lose the job, everything falls. That's where people like me come in. Hey, okay, yeah, I'll take that house for half price, a quarter of the price, whatever. That don't mean anything. Housing market prices only matter to me when I sell. Get it? When I sell, people with money own houses. So if economy crashes, it's like Christmas time for us. Get a house for a quarter of the price because people in debt don't understand this. When the economy crashes, people lose their homes. You know what else goes down? The taxes. So we come in, buy the house cheap, sit on it because the economy is going to come back. The feds do this, lower interest rates. This is why they do that. When you're in debt, you can't see why they do that. They lower interest rate to get people to start financing stuff, and then when the people max out whatever the feds are trying to achieve, then they raise them to where you can't. And now they can't afford it because they got a bunch of subprime mortgages. This is clear to see. I promise you. When you get on this side, none of this is hidden. This is crystal clear. They raise it. People got these subprime adjustable mortgages. Now they can't afford the houses. Crash. People come in with money, buy it up because you got money. You can buy it cheap and then sit on it. They raise, taxes raised, blah, blah, blah. And then you sell at the top of the market, period. See how that works? People in debt can't see that. Welcome to the other side. If this is you and I've helped you come to the other side, these are things you cannot see. First, you get guaranteed money. Anything, the retirement plans, health savings accounts, these are all pre-tax. Before you invest outside yourself, you max out everything. Everything you can that's pre-tax. If you have a job, max it out. That's guaranteed money. Don't worry about the investment that it's in. I mean, you worry about it a little bit, but the guaranteed money is the tax savings that's guaranteed every single year, which lowers your tax bracket. People in debt remain up here. So people in debt believe the way out of debt is to make more money. They don't even realize they keep going up in tax bracket. When they, hey, I'm putting in those hours, I'm putting in that overtime. Yeah, I'm making that money. They start adding up the hours they believe they're making, the double time and a half, working on Christmas, time that they can never get back to spend time with their family. They only can be happy about the money because they can't afford to do anything else. This is nothing personal. It is what it is. Welcome to the other side. They don't realize they're going up in their tax bracket. They're not getting that much money. Uncle Sam was waiting there for it. Hey, good job. Yeah, good job. Work that overtime, baby. Yeah. Yeah, work that overtime. Don't ever do that. No, no, sir. Don't do that. You can see me. I like the fact that you try. Willis, listen closely to what you're saying, okay? Listen closely. You're saying this to yourself. I want you to hear. I did the same thing, but I didn't know. I couldn't put my finger on it. I thought I couldn't do anything about it. You just got to get serious. You got to get serious. Period. You got to get serious. You know listen to what you're saying. You know you're on the wheel. I'm gonna tell you outside the debt matrix. I'm standing there watching you on that wheel, running just like when you see the mouse running on the wheel. That's you. I'm watching you, and I'm saying like this: Willis, I can help you off that wheel, and you're on the wheel looking at me like this. Right? You're like, hey, Willis, you can get off that wheel. Here's the plan. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Really? Okay. But that's not even talking bad about you. It's something for you to realize what you're doing. One day, you're going to stop and you'll be like, I'm tired of running on this wheel. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Here's Ulysses. Let me tell you something here, Willis. Here's Ulysses. He's 28. He's 28. He's out of debt. He will never know what it's like to be in thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars in debt. He'll never know. He'll never know. But he can only tell people like me that will understand how he's there, how it feels good to be there. Everybody in the debt matrix, they're going to look at him and think he's rich because he owns his own window cleaning business, whatever. That's why he doesn't have car notes, because he's rich. That's why he doesn't have credit card debt, because he's rich. That's how they think. All of it is simply fifth grade math. Even that, you hear me when I say fifth grade math? People in debt matrix think I'm talking bad about him. Oh, he thinks I'm dumb because I should know fifth grade math. See what I'm saying? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying how simple it is. That's it. I'm not dumbing down. You guys are going to see my videos totally different. I'm not dumbing down anything anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm only here for the people that are ready to hear. And if you're the person, if you're one of the people that watch my videos in silence, please share with people. Please only share. Do this. Share my videos with other people. Share with someone that you believe is ready to hear it, and share with someone that is completely against it. Okay? I want you to see the difference. I want you to physically see the responses. Don't tell them. I want you to see the responses from a person that watches my video in the debt matrix and the person that has been spinning on this wheel, and then it clicks with them to say, that's the answer. That's how it was for me. Once I discovered that it was just simple math, it clicked. That's the answer. That's the answer. Get over the part, Willis, get over this part. Get over the part that, hey man, I've been in debt so long, I could have been rich. How come this was so easy? Get over all that. That's stuff. Don't worry about that. Be happy that you know. Be happy that you discovered it, why you still have a job. Why you still have the ability to earn more, because I promise you, Willis, you get debt free, you're gonna kill it in the industry, because you're not gonna let people take advantage of your time. And the businesses that understand this level of thinking, they're gonna see you. They're gonna know that you know. And here is I'm gonna leave you guys with one more, That is the obvious weapon that's going to be in your arsenal. Welcome to the other side, baby. Welcome to the other side, baby. Let me tell you something. Your credit report will be your ammunition to weave through all the fakers, the people that are pretending, the people that when you're in a debt matrix, you can't really tell who has money or not. You only can go by their stuff, their cars, their watches, their suits, their clothes. They're traveling on vacation. You see them all on social media. They're looking like they're rich, red bottoms, doing this. They got this. They get in the car, showing the symbol of the steering wheel with the Mercedes, with the money next to the seat. That's all stuff, baby. That's all stuff. That means nothing. Here is your weapon. Once you're debt free, your credit reports are blank. They're empty. You might have one credit card. I have one credit card on my credit report. My credit score is 730. That's really irrelevant about the credit score. I don't really care about that. What I'm saying is this: your credit report will be blank. Now, when it's time for you to invest, when it's time for you to pick the right tax person, when it's time to pick the right financial investor, when it's time to say, like, you want to play around with, these MLMs, these Forex, whatever, doesn't matter. All these people come at you because you can go by their stuff, their plaques on the wall, their degrees. Hey, I got a degree in finance from Harvard. I got this and that, right? And you're like, woo, this person must know what they're talking about. Look at all the stuff they got. Look at all the college degrees on the wall. That means nothing to me. You know what you say? Let me see your credit report. Let me see it. If their credit report doesn't look like yours, once you're financially free, if their credit report doesn't look like yours, you better not use them. Because successful people with money that's financially successful, they don't owe money to the IRS. They don't have collections. They're not thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, in personal debt. Personal finances only. You want to see their personal credit report. I don't care about the business stuff. That's totally different. Personal credit report, because if they've been trapped in a debt matrix, personally, all their lives, they know nothing else. So they're going to cross that same type of financial information, financial knowledge to their business finances. Their drive is going to be dictated by their debt. Now, if they have a facade of hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff, they need to keep up with that facade. And guess how they're going to keep up with that facade? Knowingly or unknowingly. I'm not even saying it's illegal what they're doing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying their drive is going to be dictated by their debt because they have to keep up with the facade. They can't go if they show you a Ferrari, they can't go from a Ferrari to a Honda. The people in the debt matrix will think, oh man, this guy is broke. He had a Ferrari, now he has a Honda. He can't do that. Now the person has to keep up with the facade. And what they're going to do? They're going to dictate their prices, up their time, what they're charging the person. Now, if you once you're outside the debt matrix and you looking to invest, you looking to get the best tax person on your team, you ask that tax person, let me see your personal credit report. And if their credit report looks like your credit report, that person's doing it because he's passionate about it. He's doing taxes because he loves it. Just like I love what I'm telling you. This is why I post my credit report, full credit report, online so you guys can see. I'm not bull crapping. I'm not BSing nothing. I find that same person. He's doing that for a passion, and he's probably gonna charge a higher price than the majority of people. He's worth it because if I pay this person $1,000, he's gonna give me back 10. And everything's going to be straight. When he mails my tax information to the IRS, I know it's going to be legit. IRS is not going to be coming knocking on my door. I know the IRS agent's going to come and want to do an audit on me because they know everything before they even come see you. Why would they come audit you if they already know what you're doing? That'd be a waste of their time. That's who I'm going with. Financial advisor. Let me see your credit report. If his credit report looks like mine, I know he knows what he's doing. Hey, great. Take care of my money. Do you understand? This is real. Welcome to the other side. I'm not dumbing down anything anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm talking to the people that don't even talk to me. And the people that talk to me, of course. All right. You guys know me. Ulysses. All right. Who moved my cheese at Great House? Oh, who moved my cheese? Okay. I'll look that up. I will look that up. You know what, Ulysses, you're right. It takes time. When I first became debt free, I was scared, man. I had nobody to really talk to. I didn't know. I still like. Okay, for example, when I like right now, I'm looking to get into like speaking engagements. Okay, now I have to weave through the people, the speakers that are simply doing it for money. Now, when I say doing it for money, I'm not. God, how can I say that? Of course, you're doing it for money, but I have to weave through the fakers because there's fakers in every profession. There's fakers. Okay, there's people out there that know how to make money, but I want to make money a certain way. I don't want to. I just don't want to be taking advantage of people that just because I'm getting their money. I don't want to do that. Like I remember one time I went to this MLM speaking event. Now I do this on purpose since I'm become debt free because I like to hear what they're saying. And I went to this one engagement, right? And they kept on, this guy on stage kept on talking about how many houses he had because of this MLM thing he has, his dogs, his wife. They always come up with the same story. They show all these, in the background, they show all these houses, cars that they have, their sob story, how they are, excuse me, how they were almost broke until they came across this MLM and it just changed their lives. And now their lives are turning around. Not saying it's real or fake. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't know if they own any of the stuff that they're showing me on this board, on this board behind them, on this digital board. I don't know if they own any of that. Neither does anybody in the audience. I don't know if they got people planning in the audience standing up for testimonies. I don't know. But if I could see that person's personal credit report, that will tell me everything I need to know. Hey, let me see your personal credit report. And if I see your credit report, it will tell me if I'm going to believe you with all the stuff you have. And then at the end of this session, guess what they said? Hey, this is exactly what they said. We have this special resort we're going to take you guys all to. And then it has waterfalls and it's sunny and this and that. It's probably in Hawaii somewhere, right? All it costs is $15,000. I said, and you know what else they said? Hey, and what else? If you need to charge this, get on the phone with this is exactly what they said. Get on the phone with your credit card company and up the limit. If you can't, if your limit's not high enough, get on the credit card, call your credit card company and up your limit. So in other words, if you don't have the money, if you're using a credit card, you obviously don't have the money. That's why you're using your credit card, right? Up the limit and then charge it, whatever they right. And I was just sitting in the audience like this. The guy on the stage says this. Hey, yeah, this is the corniest, stupidest thing. If you're financially free, it sounds stupid. This is what he said. Hey, if you're not a believer, you guys can just leave the room until the believers do it. You think I left? I was like, I'm going nowhere. I'm sitting right here. You're gonna have to come up and make me leave in front of everybody. I just sat there. They're steady on stage trying to make you feel bad for not spending $15,000. In my mind, I was thinking, are you insane? I'm not spending $15,000. They had a long line of people believing whatever this is that they're selling. $15,000? Those people are going to be paying for this weak thing for years. For years. How credit card companies even would approve something like that, that's a whole nother story. Do you understand? Welcome outside the debt matrix. They're selling dreams. They're selling, and all this, what I'm telling you, is in yourself. You can do this right now. You can free yourself right now. If you're outside the debt matrix, welcome. This is a place when you need answers, and because you're not going to be able to ask many other people. I promise you, you won't. This is where you come to get the answers. My channel, Debt Ain't My Daddy. You come here. I will give you all the answers you need to know. Email me, DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. We can set up a session. You don't have, not even necessarily that you want to become debt free. Maybe there's a personal financial situation you need to get out of and stay out of and never repeat. I can give it to you. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter. I promise you, it doesn't matter. And the advice that I give you, everything I provide, the answers that I give you, I can prove with math. So you don't walk away wondering if I gave you the right answer. You might not even like it. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. Math doesn't care about people's feelings. If the math is right, it's right. And once you follow it, you will be free. You'll never go back into debt, ever. Nobody will be able to trick you. The financial foolery is a thing of the past. Nobody will be able to fool you, especially with their stuff. Pull up on you in a nice Mercedes. You say, hey, you making car payments? They say yes. Don't even worry about it. That's all you need to know. That's not the direction you're going. People with money don't finance depreciating objects with interest. We don't do that. You'll never get financially ahead. You keep financing cars. And now, if you're in that loop to where the only way you can get a car is finance a car, understand you're trapped in the debt matrix. The reason why I say that, because I was in it. You get to a point to where you have no money. You don't even have enough money to buy a $2,000 car. So you keep refinancing them. Now you're stuck in a loop. Now you're upside down in the car. Now you're trapped. Or at least you believe you're trapped. There's ways out. I will always give you a way out. I promise you. You might not like it. It might seem dirty to you at first, but it's all legal, straight up. There's no reason. Let me tell you something. There's no reason to cheat the system. There's no reason to cheat on your taxes. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. I promise you. You're just on the wrong side of the system, so it seems like the system is keeping you down. You get on this side, you'd be like, oh, I didn't see that. I know. People in debt can't see a lot of things. Welcome to the other side. I'm going to get out of here. I'm about to hit this gym. I've been slacking lately on the gym, all right? Ulysses, Ill Willis, thank you very much. As always, I much appreciated. Always. All right. Share with your friends. Again, if you like my video, please do not forget to subscribe. Please, if you want to comment. Please, if you want to email me, DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. Get ready for a ride. I will start you out. And let me tell you something right now before you even jump into it. It all starts with your credit report. All right. That is number one. The credit report will never lie. That's why it will be your ultimate ammunition when you navigate through this financial world. People in debt don't understand this. See how I'm saying this? Look, before I leave, let me tell you this. I'm telling you this right now. Your credit report is the main ammunition to navigate through this financial world, to navigate financial fakers. They don't understand that it starts here. You can even tell them. It doesn't matter. That's why I post my full entire credit report online. People will think that's strange. Oh my God, don't even know why. Why? Because it's just a tool. I don't care. You want to see it? Go ahead, see it. Whatever. When you see it online, go check it out on my Instagram. Go check it out on my Facebook, DebtAintMyDaddy, Instagram, DebtAintMyDaddy. Look at it. I want you to look at all the zeros. And then I want you to ask yourself, how come nobody on social media does this? Ain't that a bold statement for me to say? Nobody on social media does that. You think I'm special? I'm not special. I know something they don't know. I'm not special. How come there are so many credit repair people? You can just throw a dart and hit one because it doesn't mean anything. They're helping you raise your credit score. It's not getting you out of debt. That's why there's so many. Think I'm lying? Anybody that does credit repair, ask them to see their entire credit report. They're going to say, what? This without even knowing, okay? Ask to see their entire credit report. They have access to yours. Ask to see theirs. They're going to respond with, oh, my credit score is this. And then you stop them and say, no, not your credit score. I want to see your entire credit report, all three. It's going to throw them back for a loop. They're not going to understand why you're asking. And then if they ask you that question, this is what you respond with. I want to know how much debt you're in. That's it. They're going to ask. Again, you say, I want to know how much debt you're in. Period. And because you're already going to have a picture of mine on your phone. All right? You're going to see I have all zeros. You're going to see they're going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And then plus you're going to say, if they actually let you see it, if they ask you again, you say like this. I mean, you're probably not going to ask this question. You're not going to say this, but I'm going to tell you, you don't take advice from people with student loans that are older than their children. You don't take advice from people that owe IRS debt. You don't take financial advice from people that have collections. That doesn't make any financial sense. And if it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. I'm out. About to go take care of my body. You guys have a good one. Willis, again. Ulysses, again. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right. Bye-bye.